From the Simmons Complex in Farmingdale, Maine, Munzing Media presents Halldale High School Girls Soccer today. The Halldale Bulldogs take on the visiting RSU teammates, the Richmond Bobcats. My name is Rob Kennedy alongside Mark Tinkham. Halldale coming off a loss last time, 2-0 here on Wednesday. It's a big bounce-back game for Guy Cousins girls.
When looking at that game, analyzing it, reflecting, Halldale carried play throughout the game. They had a lot of the possession. That being said, Oak Hill, on a day where it was rainy, the turf was slippery, they came out and, as we discussed in the pregame, they played hard-nosed, they played physical, and in the end, they put two in. They had some speed up top, which was deadly to our defense.
Look at that game, too. If you watch the broadcast, if you didn't have a score on your screen, I would have thought just by watching the game, you would have thought potentially Halldale would have won that contest. The opportunistic team was Oak Hill in that game, though. They had two opportunities, one off a handball in the box, really in a penalty kick, and another in a counter, which they were getting at all day, and Gabby Chessie's going to bury those more often than not. That was the thing. They were opportunistic. The Bulldogs didn't cash in their chances, and I think that'll be a big difference maker if they can do that today.
And when looking at today, you're looking at, almost like the movie Hoosiers, where you have Richmond, enrollment 100, and then you have Halldale, which is double. But the difference is with this Richmond Bobcat team, they are tradition-laden. And, it's like in basketball, those years when you had Valley coming up and just slaying Bangor and Hamden, some of those larger schools. And Richmond girls soccer is very much like that. They have that tradition. And I think this is going to be a very hard-fought battle. And it's one that Halldale certainly cannot look past, because you do have some experience with the Bobcats. You also have some young speed, and they are. Those freshmen have some viciousness to them up top.
Let's talk about the Bobcats. They're 2-1 in the season, coached by Troy Kendrick. You mentioned tradition. 11 Class D state titles, most recently in 2017. To go with that, they have represented Western and Southern Maine 6 more times as regional champ, last time there in 2015. And oh, by the way, 4 more regional titles in Class B and Class C back in the 1980s. So they have been a very good program, a top program in 3 classes for going on 30 years now. And they just reloaded with talent. You mentioned some of the freshmen on this team. It's a good mix of veteran players and young players for the Richmond Bobcats.
Well, and to top it off, when you look at Richmond, they were in the championship from 2010 to 2017, so 8 consecutive years coming out with a state championship 5 out of the 8. You're looking at a program which is battle-tested. Granted, they're in the East-West division, but at any point, and this is where, when you look at the MPA, at some point you should be able to step up after you've won that many titles.
They're going to step up today. They are playing the Mountain Valley Conference, Halldale Bulldogs. These teams don't play each other in the regular season because of that conference differentiation. But they're squaring off here today in Farmingdale. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for the Bobcats and the Bulldogs right after this. The pregame in Farmingdale on Munzing Media.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
Shea, number 10. We are back. I was talking to Mr. Mark Tinkham off the air, I thought, about players on this team to watch. So we'll turn up and put up the starters right now on the screen for you. I was going to mention one to watch in the Richmond Bobcats is Bree Shea. You see her right there in the traditional 4-4-2. Number 10. She leads the team with 4 goals. Play that 4-4-2. Also up front with her, you see Nicole Tribbett as well. And one number change to look at as well. Lorelei Zulemis, number 23 as the right fullback, is actually number 11 today. So you'll see and hear quite a bit of her, you would think. The Bulldogs, no changes to Halldale. They do one small switch. They move Dorothy Eyes back to the left side and Hayden Medore on the right side in that 3-5-2.
I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. Even with Richmond, they're 2 up top. They are going to look to penetrate. And Troy Kendrick, he's a veteran. In my days back in the day when I was up in Madawaska, we would bring the Madawaska team down here in the summer and scrimmage Richmond. Just been around forever. He knows the teams. I'm sure that he has a good scouting report on Halldale, and he's going to be attacking a side. I'm curious which side he will be attacking, but he will be on the attack. That is the Richmond way. You know, it's not a team that is going to sit back. It's not a team that has tons of finesse. They are traditionally a hard-nosed team. They are a physical team, and they're going to take the fight to you.
No frills, but very effective, this Richmond Bobcats team. 2-1 in the season, coming off a win over Lisbon last Thursday, 5-0. 2 goals from Bree Shea in that contest. Leah Westcott, Mary Beth Sloat, and Lila Vaselli all scoring. A loss to Oak Hill last Saturday, 2-1. Alana Hickson with the Bobcats goal, and a 6-0 win over Temple Academy in the opening game of the season. And you see the Bobcats out there. They're wearing the white uniforms on the road. The Bulldogs 2-2. A loss to Monmouth in the opener. A win over Lisbon 5-1 here. A win over Carrabeck on the road. And most recently that loss we were referring to, the 2-0 loss to Oak Hill here on Wednesday. Lily Platt leads the Bulldogs with 3 goals. She got all 3 in a hat trick against the Lisbon Greyhounds a week ago tomorrow. Halldale wearing black, as they always do at home. And they're coming out now.
And as you mentioned, Rob, you know, in that game against Oak Hill, they had a tremendous amount of chances. You know, Hayden Medore had a laser come off the crossbar. Rita Benoit had so many beautiful, beautiful crosses off corner kicks. Sarah Benner went up, got ahead on a couple of them, wasn't able to connect, but they had some awesome opportunities, just not able to finish.
The chances were there for Halldale, but it's about burying those chances. Difference in that contest. Last time we were here, in the rain and the wind. Wind today, although it's not as bad as it has been. Certainly a lot worse yesterday. 55 degrees here in Farmingdale at game time. Bit of a breeze, 10-mile-an-hour winds, but it gusts faster than that. And right now the wind blowing, what little there is of it, from left to right across the field, as Halldale will start in possession.
And that is a chilly 55 right now.
It's cold.
I'm bundled up a little bit, got my hat on.
Rain won't be a factor. The sun might be, most notably for the goalkeeper Bethany Ives down at that far end. Liz Johnson, the Bobcats keeper, will have to deal with that in the second half.
I think with the later start at 4:15, she'll have to deal with less of it. That being said, she will have the issue of shadows.
That's true. A false start as they'll tee that back up and get set to go. Lily Platt gets us underway for Halldale. Bulldogs and Bobcats in a battle of RSU2 programs.
Halldale on the attack.
Yeah, they went right up there with Benoit. Here's Hayden Medore into the area. Booted high. Slow clears just to the edge of the area, though. The Bulldogs attack quickly. Attempted a shot by Benner, deflected. And a long range from Lynch, but back into the area. Maybe a chance now. Platt shoots. And that's down low, a save for Johnson.
I like the energy that Halldale is showing right now. They went on the attack, and what is not typical of a Halldale team is they are shooting. You know, usually there are a number of passes before you get that shot, but right now they're taking their chances.
Encouraging start for the Bulldogs, sign of intent very early in this game. There's Platt. Trying to use that right wing side. And does manage to keep that in play or not. No, it's out. Throw in for the Bobcats. Mix of veterans and young players on this Richmond team. Mary Beth Sloat's a senior. Ree Vintner. Leah Westcott, seniors. Bree Shea as well, the leading scorer. But some sophomores in the mix and a freshman, Sophia Wells, out there who's playing up front. Wells and Shea, a freshman and a senior, that strike force for the Bobcats.
You've got Liz Johnson, the sophomore keeper, and just watching her in warm-up, she looks pretty solid. She was moving well side to side, getting down on the ground for the ball. That first one, she had to go to the near post and scoop it up. So we'll see how the Halldale Bulldogs contend with what looks like a pretty solid keeper in the net.
I don't think you need too many cheap ones past Johnson. Didn't look like it anyway. Bobcats trying the attack. Now they'll go down that far side. Nicole Tribbett, the junior number 8, turning back to her right foot. Abby Harrington now. Cara Briand. And given away, stolen away by Naomi Lynch. Bulldogs give it right back, however. Malay with left-footed boot ahead. Now KK Wills, her first touch. Lynch showed too much of the ball to Paige LaBelle. The senior took it away. Bobcats attacking again. Tribbett making sure she stayed onside. The pass doesn't find her. Ives boots it away to Wills. Turned back to the inside part of the field. Didn't know Paige LaBelle was there for Richmond to steal it away. Reigning Caps' Pizza player of the game. It's the defender, Kayla Lee, excuse me. Her first touch to blast that out and concede the throw-in for the Bobcats. Lee was very good in a defensive effort in that 2-0 loss.
And as we mentioned in that game, Kayla has solid foot skills. She can bring that ball right down and redirect on a dime.
Throw in for Halldale on the far side. We're just underway, just 3 minutes in. The wind had been a little calmer until we started. Once the game was underway, it picked up a touch. Always seems to be the way it works up here on the hill. Medor toward Platt. Platt stepped around the defender. Good work to shake Zulamis. Zulamis right back in the play, though. Benoit touched that ahead. And Zulamis plays it out. Throw in for Halldale. It's Hayden Medor, the freshman. A restart for the Bulldogs. Platt went high to try to take that down. Couldn't do so. Paige LaBelle now. Almost dispossessed, but got it back. Bulldogs now do take it away. Platt with it. Maybe a chance to counter here. Shot from distance. Goes wide. No problem for Johnson anyway. Lee one header. Good body position to keep that in front of her with Nicole Tribbett right there. Now it's Dorothy Ives. Right down the wing. Wills was played well defensively.
Halldale's stepping up nicely right now to those 50-50 balls.
And that's played out. You're 13 on your roster, Mr. Tinkham. I don't either. You're 13?
13. No, I do not have a 13.
Guess. That's Brianne, who usually wears 12 we had in the roster. She might be 13 today. I'll check at halftime if we get the chance. I know we had 2 12s. We have 0 12s. Ives, heavy touch. Westcott took it away. Ives kept it in, though.
Halldale defense playing up, which is nice, looking to lock that ball in.
Yeah, they're pressing on that, right on the edge of the middle third. But you talked about that in an earlier contest. You wanted them up a little further, and that's what they've done.
Well, if you keep them up, you can keep that other team contained, keeping the ball down that end.
Shorten the field. Lynch puts the noggin into it.
Lead across. There we go. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Benoit. That was knocked down by Sloat. Gave it away to Platt, though. Outside, Medor probably takes the shot and does.
Oh!
Just across the frame.
Wow, that looked good from here.
It sure did. Right idea. Going far post. And a good shot to take by Medor. She looked up, took one glance at goal. You knew she was going for it.
Medor, freshman, has one of the best shots on the team. She's, that Oak Hill game off the crossbar, some of the previous, and she scored up in Carabec. Yep. So certainly a threat over there, and certainly showing what she has today. Yeah, a goal in her Halldale debut in her first contest against Carabec, and very close to pulling one back for the Bulldogs. And they played against Oak Hill. Sammy Thornton. Medor. Return that to Platt. Rita Benoit. Tried to feed that through. It was blocked. Sloat was there. Now back the other way, the Bobcats. Tribbett. She's watched by Millay. Forcing Tribbett to the outside. Has some support. Leah Westcott coming from behind. And there's the pass. Ives right there to knock it back downfield for the Bulldogs. 50-50 ball won by Wills. And that's where Tribbett needed to turn the corner on that, force Kayla Lee over a little bit and deliver that ball. Millay has that blocked off Westcott. Oh, nice by Naomi Lynch. Nice move. Benoit, little room to work on that side. Back into the middle, too far for Wills. Sloat with a left foot, bounds it away.
Now Abby Harrington. Harrington, a junior, a couple goals in the season for her for Richmond. And Brichet, the leading scorer, trying the through ball. It's trouble for Tribbett if it slows down for her, but Ives alert off the line.
And you could see Tribbett just calling for that, and that was a great through ball right there. It was a little bit taken off from that. That would have been very dangerous.
Vintner knocked that down, and Bobcats in business again. Brichet, she's got some space over there. Tribbett going to goal. No one's marked her.
Oh,
good
nice
work
stop
by Ives.
Ives. Beautiful.
That was very nice to come out because if that gets across, it's a scoring chance. Sophia Wells. Harrington. Millay calls it for Ives, who's turned around. Probably the right play just to blast it out. Lila Vaselli coming in for Richmond, number 21. It's Izzy Bork, the senior for Halldale. First sub for the Bulldogs. And Alana Hickson was a goal in the season as well. She'll check in for the Bobcats at the next opportunity. A couple of freshmen who can put the ball in the net.
Two very, very skilled, very fast freshmen. They play a lot of travel, see a lot of good teams.
Let's get into the middle and just landing on the ball, Brichet. The chance was there. Here's a shot on Ives, and she'll gobble it up.
Vaselli taking the shot on that one, so in for 30 seconds and already has a shot.
And Shea an opportunity. She'll be shaking her head a little bit at that. It's just mistimed her step and ended up wobbling on the ball.
That would have been very dangerous had she not fallen.
She plays that cleanly. It's very likely a 1-0 game. Bad news for Halldale. Probably makes her hungrier for later in the contest.
Yeah.
Alana Hickson coming in. And Laura Brown, number 25, also checks in.
Hickson, also a freshman. She is fast. She is very aggressive. She's going to run through, look to run through that defense.
Avera's a midfielder right now, it looks like. They're number 5. A throw in for Richmond. Just about to pass the 10-minute mark. And no score. The Bobcats look to attack here. Now the throw in for the Bobcats. So Lamas will get us back in play. Open player at the 18, Laura Brown, if she stays onside. She's behind the defense. Doesn't matter now. It's turned out. Kind of watching. That is offside. It was played back and then up again. The Bulldogs will take that. Zoe Sewell about to check in for Halldale. We'll also have our first look at home for Carly Reith. 2 freshmen coming in. Carly was injured the last couple of games. Took a hard shot off the head. She's recovered and she's about to come in. Not yet, though. Wait, the ball's out of play. Handball called against the Richmond Bobcats. It's a free kick for Halldale. Just 2 players now out of the lineup for Halldale, with Emily Seymour and Iris Ireland still on the shelf. Lee steps into that, gave it away though. It's Hickson. Hickson a little trouble there with Lee, got by her. A foul called on Halldale.
Dangerous territory for a direct kick right now.
See what they do with this, the Bobcats. Brichet was over the ball. She'll back on. Mary Beth Sloat. That's who Troy Kendrick wants taking this. Puts it in the area. Ives will watch that. Roll harmlessly wide. Zool and Reith coming in now. So 2 new players up front, as that's both forwards coming out for Halldale. And Lily Platt and KK Wills.
Coach Kendrick giving direction in the event that kick happens again. Not wanting it wanting it wide, but probably a little bit more height on that thing.
Leah Westcott.
Look at that, they switched Medora over to this side.
Yeah, she's come over here and Ives on the far side now. They try to square into the area. Deflected off one defender, Lynch. Lee plays it out for the throw. Hickson plays it down. Nice step back to her left foot. Knocked that off Lynch. Hickson has it again. Reith took it away from her.
And we've got notice from our audience that Cara Briand is officially number 13.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
Thank you for
don't have to wait till halftime.
Our home viewing audience.
It's a good guess on my part. We'll make it official now. It's a great part of live digital media is that interactive aspect of it.
Letting us know all our mistakes on the air.
Right. And we screw up, we'll hear about it. Rita Benoit. Reith. For the first time. Breon played her. Reith back into the area, and Halldale takes the throw. And no one running lines today, so the player's chasing this. That'll delay things a touch.
Actually, there's a rule that you're not supposed to have linesmen on this side.
Okay.
Or people running, I should say, on this side. I was just made aware of that last week.
That's a new one on me. Bulldogs in the area. Sewell was close to that. Cleared away.
Nice cross by Benor.
Brown to Hickson. Hickson uses both feet well. Now Vaselli. Good wheels by the freshman. Here she comes pushing up.
Yep, knew she was going to cut it. I could have predicted that.
Back to Hickson and went by her to Brown. And
yep,
offside, Brichet just couldn't hold. The Bulldogs stepped up on her. Troy Kendrick says, be aware. They're watching for them playing you that way.
That's pretty much verbatim.
Yeah, he's right down below me. I heard him. We don't need him mic'd up. It's one thing with the absence of a crowd is you hear a lot more of the players and the coaches from where we sit.
Although I do like the crowd.
Oh, I miss the crowd. I think I speak for most watching at home as much as they get to see it from the comfort of inside their own home and wherever they're watching. It's nice to be here in person. It's a nice day, too. Dress warm. It's not bad.
This is soccer weather
this is
right
fall
now.
Soccer weather.
Yes.
Lynch's square ball to Benner. Back to Lynch for Halldale. Hickson there quickly to steal it away. That's off Millay.
And you can tell alumni realize it's soccer weather as well. You know, that picture I showed you earlier today where one of my former players from Mount Ararat posted reminiscing of the days of coaching and, you know, me and my 1980s style back in the 1990s.
Man, behind your time.
Story of my life.
Morgan Bergeron in the game right now, number 22 for Richmond. And Paige LaBelle coming back in, too. He'll take Brichet's spot. Brown, the junior. 15 minutes and change gone. Brown will hand it off instead. That's LaBelle to get us underway. They'll have to do it again. Halldale boys at Richmond today. We'll see if we can find some updates on that contest. Lee got it away. And the Bulldogs rush they can. It's blocked down by Wells.
Didn't get up in time.
Don't think the two forwards up front realized the ball would come back as quickly. Got trapped behind the line. To Lamas over there. And played out. Was Vaselli over there, too, who came back quickly into the play.
Yeah, she's difficult to see with this crown, even up high.
I was just surprised she got back that fast. I knew she had speed, but speaking of speed, Jenna Lee about to come in for Halldale. Rita Benoit trying to deliver into the area. Too many Bobcats there.
And if they are smart, they will not let her do that cross.
No, you don't give her a chance to offer that. Now giving away and a chance to bring it back. Bobcats pushing it back. Brown. Given right back, though. Bergeron. Kayla Lee there. Medor right in the touch line here on the left side. They tried the 1-2. Medor wasn't ready for that. Naomi Lynch has it again for Halldale. Reith tried to step through and couldn't. Sewell. 3 Richmond players there. Tough to order to ball handle through that. And here is Jenna Lee back in. Dorothy Ives will come back in too. Bulldogs move the ball up the field again. Try a second throw in. Right off the back of a teammate's head. It hit Dorothy Ives. There's Lynch. Intercepted. Paige LaBelle. There's Lee closing quickly. Makes a good defensive play.
Allows the defense to reset. Gives her team time to recoup.
They definitely need to recover, as Andrew Gordon says. Let's bring it back a little bit.
That sun is strong. You look at both the defense and even Richmond Bobcats have their hands up, and you got to feel bad for Dorothy in that goal.
Yeah, her hands up right now, too. Staring right straight into it in this first half. Millay with a nice ball to Ives. She's got room in the left wing. She has help, too. Sewell's calling for the ball. The pass behind her. Carly Reith's there, though. Reith into the area. Put toward the goal. No trouble for Liz Johnson.
Actually, that's Bethany in goal. Even on the field, I mess them up. And they have numbers.
I'm still learning. They're both in my class. Both in the same class. And I told them it'll probably take me at least until April.
Ooh, dangerous ball.
Very dangerous ball. Palmed out into the area and cleared away.
Nice step.
Yeah, Breon there to save the day. Lynch. And a bouncer. Easy for Johnson. That was a very alert play by Cara Breon, the sophomore. Likely saved a goal. Brown. Well played ahead to Bergeron. But Lee sniffed it out.
We said that Johnson was good going side to side and evident there and able to palm, as you said, palm that ball away. And you had one of the defenders, as they should, in that area, being able to clear it.
See a stoppage here. The players have come to the half break here in the first half. Nothing in it so far for goals between Halldale and Richmond. We'll be back to start things up again here in the first half in Farmingdale. You're watching on Munzing Media.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people that's been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years. You have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward, which are great.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience. I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up.
The greatest aspects of benefits we get here. You know, we get health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and it's all keys in. That's worth something to me. Along with the pay, I know I'm going to have a paycheck at the end of the week.
Taking a look at the Halldale Bulldogs. A busy weekend for the ladies as they play today and then again on Monday, Indigenous Peoples Day here in the state of Maine. And a tough game for the Bulldogs as they'll take on Monmouth and Winthrop. Combined co-op team this season. Already played them once. 3-0 victory for Monmouth over in Monmouth. That started the season off, and a sure one that the ladies are looking at as far as a chance of some retribution. But first things first, they've got a tight battle with the Richmond Bobcats here. No score halfway through the first half. Rob Kennedy and Mark Tinkham. We're here high above the field level in Farmingdale. On a beautiful day for soccer. It absolutely feels like the quintessential fall day in Maine.
And when you look at Regional School Unit 2, which comprises the high schools of Halldale and Richmond and Monmouth. Even though there are no playoffs, whenever you play them, it feels like playoffs because bragging rights are on the line.
We didn't see the girls' game. We were here for the the Monmouth, and Halldale boys' game, and that absolutely had a playoff-like atmosphere to it. That game won in a single goal by Hayden Fletcher. That was it. And there was a big celebration by the Mustangs at the end of that contest, and why not?
And the newspaper, highlighting that the Mustangs' main goal is to go undefeated. That is going to be their championship. And talking to some of the Halldale boys, that's serving as a little incentive for next week.
Now they play out in Monmouth. That's on Monday too, I believe.
I think so, yes.
Bobcats back out first. Bulldogs ready. Here they come. Not many chances so far here.
Couple good ones for each club. You had that point-blank stop by Ives. You had a point-blank stop by Johnson, too. Both of them living up to the test right now and keeping that slate blank.
KK Wills back in, number 22 for Halldale. Played outside once more. Morgan Bergeron. Good hustle to keep that in. It was a tough play for. Did keep it in, but Ives stole it away. Lynch. Ives again. Harrington took that away. Played outside the 18. Vaselli knocked that into the area. It didn't stay there very long. Paige LaBelle. And the whistle blows again. The Bulldogs doing a very good job trapping the Bobcats offside.
Had two of them that time. Take your choice. Which one?
I worried for a moment because Brown had plenty of space there until I saw that was a reason for that. Malay right in the middle of the field just kind of casually looked over her back shoulder. I knew from my vantage point you really can't see the line, but I could tell from where Malay was watching. Morgan Bergeron, another battle with Ives.
Ives is tough at that halfback position. She gets good placement. She uses her body, and most importantly, she's able to turn on the dime and get that ball out of there.
Good stop and a bouncing ball to keep that in by Ives.
And smart.
Won the throw-in. That was, again, off Bergeron. Here's Briand up in the play, forcing it ahead. Brown with a tough bounce, allows Lee to get to it. And that'll spin out. And that's a Halldale throw again. Bulldogs trapped out of their own end for the time being.
Ooh, that was off the face.
Harrington puts that out of play. And you can tell it didn't sound like a normal header, did it?
A day like this, that's got to hurt a little bit. Oh, that's smart.
She didn't seem to be bothered.
No, she's tougher than I am.
Lily Platt. Off the center pass.
Send it wide.
Yeah, she had the opportunity. There she goes.
Get up, all of you. Move.
Izzy Bork over there now, number 10 for the Bulldogs. Back to Platt. Split the defense. Possibilities here. Not for long, says Mary Beth Sloat, however, as she dispatches with a ball into the area. She was swatting a fly. Could have used her at the debate.
I was going to say, that was on Betts' head. How'd it get here?
Another throw in for Halldale. Several subs coming in. Leah Westcott, Nicole Tribbett, Bree Shea back in for Richmond. Hayden Medore, Rita Benoit will come in for Halldale. The 5 players who started the game re-entering. Lynch hasn't come out yet. She'll get a break. Izzy Bork will also head on over for Halldale. Laura Brown's checked out. Abby Harrington getting a break too. And Morgan Bergeron, who played good minutes, subbing off the bench, is checked back out. 3 subs for Richmond. Benoit's header went directly to Bree Shea. Back in Shea's direction, she has it here. Running down that left wing side. Ran right into Kayla Lee once again. Just picked up where she left off last game. Hayden Medore for Platt. 2 defenders there. Sophia Wells, one of them. And Sophia Wells forcing Platt wide. Good give and go, though, with Hayden Medore.
Good. Ives going wide. Send her.
into the area. Benoit. Here's an opportunity for a shot, and she scores!
Had a nice little bend on that thing.
We said it was going to take a very good shot to beat Liz Johnson. Rita Benoit's done so. It's 1-0 Halldale, 24 minutes in. So Benoit gets her first goal of the season. Lily Platt, who's got 3 goals, sets it up on the helper. And the Bulldogs draw first blood. We talked about taking and capitalizing on chances, and that's a big one for Halldale. We'll see it again. Mention that shot, a bit of a bend to it. We'll watch it.
Yeah, you got Lily Platt just taking it down. She received it from Medord. Nice give and go. Benoit receiving the ball, takes 2 steps, and look at this thing. Bend.
Wow.
Comes around. That was a nice shot.
Tremendous shot. First glimpse of that, when she let it go, I thought it's probably going wide. Not by much, but probably going wide. But perfect placement on the goal by Rita Benoit. There she is again. Benner. Wills outside to Ives quickly. Bulldogs bring it right back upfield.
It's nice to see Benoit take that shot because she's usually the one that's looking to deliver and get it to others.
There she is again. Benoit trying to get through Wells. Dorothy Ives knocked it down. It's out into touch and a throw in for Halldale. Some energy from the Bulldogs. The goal has lit them up a little bit. Hickson. Shea. Dispossessed. Excellent work by Jenna Lee. So both Lees on the field right now.
Through again. There you go.
They'll use that far side. Medor. Into the air one more time toward Wills. Sloat knocked it away. And Brion with a second opportunity. Cleared out for Richmond. Alana Hickson. Good ball up ahead to Shea. She had to slow down for her, but she's got it here. I don't really know where to go with that as she was up by herself for a time being. Had a teammate up there in Tribbett, but she was all the way across the field with 4 Bulldogs in between. Bree Vintner about to come back in for Richmond. We'll also see Stephanie Baldoff come in. That'll be the next opportunity for the Richmond Bobcats. Benoit again, now it's Lee.
Keep it coming.
Benner came over to help. Played that back. A little miscommunication, but Lee recovered. Almost gave the ball right to Paige LaBelle. There's some space here if this stays in. Will's in a race. But Sloat came over and played that very well, shielding Wills off with her body, as you see. And she walked through one, couldn't get through a second as Ives took it away. Back to Ives again. And Brion stops that. Savannah Millay. She wanted Wills, who was unaware the ball was coming in her direction. Brion with an easy clear. And Millay has it again. Hickson and Lee in a battle of freshmen. Lee popped right back up to make the play. There's Hickson again, always in the middle of things, isn't she?
Can see demonstrating her speed right there.
Look out. She's got wheels, and it's got Sammy Thornton turned around. Nice ball in the middle to Bree Shea. Shea could equalize quickly if she gets the opportunity, but too many Halldale players there.
I think she held the ball just a little bit too long there. You had Hickson looking for the ball back, never received it.
A moment of opportunity there, though, for the Richmond Bobcats that looked dangerous. Now the subs coming in for Richmond. Mentioned Vintner and Baldoff both coming in. 12 minutes, a little more than that, 12-10 remaining. In the first half, Rita Benoit's goal, 24 minutes even into this half, is the only scoring so far. A Lily Platt assist. Halldale on the attack again. Here's an opportunity
dangerous.
for Ives, perhaps, but right back in front.
Close.
Offside?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the call. When you see Mr. Gordon put his hands on his hips, just has the arm up, and it's an offside. Guy Cousins wanted to know what the call was, too. Thought that's what it would be. I couldn't see it would be anything else.
Yeah. Coach knew the call. He was wondering the why.
Benoit to Lynch. Benoit again. Leo Westcott couldn't play it up far enough. Lynch after the Malay steal. Jenna Lee will keep that going out to the right side. Held on to it a bit too long. Allowed Vintner to get over there. Marie Vintner, the senior, now with it for Richmond. Shea ahead. Trippett wanted it. They couldn't get it that far. Dorothy Ives. It's a bit too much in the first touch, and that slowed that down. Too easy for Brion to take it away. Naomi Lynch again. Wills, an opportunity here to get it to Platt.
Oh, just a touch off.
Just a touch, and that allowed Sloat to defuse that bomb. That would have been trouble if that got through to Platt.
Yeah,
she was all by herself.
That would have been a one-on-one situation with the keeper. We saw what has transpired in the past with that. Platt does a nice job of bearing ball in corners if she's in a one-on-one situation.
That'd be Harrington back in for Richmond. Ella Schaub in for the first time for Halldale. He just headed the ball ahead. Schaub 14 on that sideline with Wills. Excellent stab by Paige LaBelle to get possession for the Bobcats. Lee and Harrington combine there, avoid the obstruction call, and played it ahead. Played well outside. Benner keeps it rolling. Medor's out there. Right back into the middle. Naomi Lynch trying to step by a defender. Medor onside. Into the area. Too close to the keeper, and Johnson plucks it out of the air.
Put that about 4 more yards towards the penalty area, and that's a beautiful ball.
Best 40 minutes you've seen out of the 30 minutes, I guess, at this point, you've seen out of the Bulldogs so far this season?
I would say this is most exciting because they're not only possessing and passing, but they are taking shots.
Will's a shot. Excellent save from Johnson. Fed out in front. Danger still lurking. Benner tried to shoot. It was blocked. Paige LaBelle, an outstanding defensive play for Richmond. Ball still in play over there. Windor and Vintner. Benoit helping out. A throw for Halldale or for Richmond. It's Bobcats ball. 2 freshmen coming back in up front in just a moment for Halldale. Carly Reith and Zoe Sewell.
It's fun when you get to see potential become a reality. Keep it coming, keep it coming. There you go.
Schaub has some room in this left wing. She also has Beyond closing on her quickly. Leah Westcott there to help. Lynch. Benoit. Benoit might take this. She will.
And that, just
over the bar. Yeah. Good look, good attempts. Johnson just kind of looked over her shoulder and watched it sail just a bit high.
Still nice, when you're looking at 28, 29 yards out and taking that shot. It's the only way you can find your range.
Yeah, worth the attempt. She wasn't far off. Lily Platt has come out. KK Wills, so double substitution up front for Guy Cousins. Reith to Sewell. They're in the action right away.
Miscommunication. I have it. You have it. Oh.
Free kick in a very dangerous spot for Halldale here. Just outside the area.
Richmond setting up a wall.
Well, 25 yards by the looks of things.
Yep. Coach Cousins is correct with the MPA ruling. You can't have that traditional wall. They do need to be spaced.
And Benoit, too high that time. Feeling pretty good about the last shot, which was close. She wanted to go forward again. Not a bad attempt. The last one was closer.
Yeah, needed to go over the wall, just not that high.
6:44 remaining. Benoit has the only goal 24 minutes into the contest. Beautiful curling effort from that right side.
Halldale looking to keep the pressure on.
They have definitely been the aggressor here in the first half. Know it again. Lynch. Vintner did just enough to slow her down. Shea keeps it going outside. Vintner. And the race on that far side, Bree Vintner wins it. Back to Shea. Bulldogs stepped up to get rid of it. Reith. Carly's thrilled to be in the lineup today. Talked to her earlier on, and she was very happy to be on the active roster. Now in this contest.
And you get a lot of speed and tenaciousness out there with Reith and Sewell and Medor. I mean, all on one side. It's like a little pack of terriers.
All freshmen, too.
Nah, not Bulldogs. Bulldogs are too slow. They're terriers.
Sammy Thornton up to Hayden Medor again. Vintner watches her.
Ooh, got away with one.
Yeah, they did. As that bounced up off a hand. The Bulldogs with it again. Happened awfully fast, and it's one I don't have much of a problem that they didn't call.
Might have been called in
It would have been called
the other
last
day.
game, yes. Was Benner falling down. Tribbett turns. Lynch intercepts for Halldale, though. Gave it right back to Westcott. And Lee up there will get to it first. Schaub tried to step around Westcott. Lynch. Don't think she knew Harrington was there. Malay reaches up to grab it in a battle of 20s now with Paige LaBelle. And 5 subs coming in for the Richmond Bobcats. Vaselli's back in. Hickson's back in the game. Morgan Bergeron back in. Laura Brown, number 25. She's 4 out of the 5. There's one more. But trying to keep track of all 5 jumping in at the same time is one too many for me. I can get 4 out of 5. Of course, 3 subs coming the other way, too, was a part of that. I'll take that. 7 out of 8. Schaub shields that on the way out and earns the throw for Halldale. 3:48 remaining in the first half. Briand. Brown. Maybe something going here for the Bobcats. They've got Hickson up there, and it's a throw for the girls in white.
Just over 3 minutes left. Bobcats looking to try to tie it up before the half comes.
So Brichet is up off the bench. He's about to go right back in. Didn't expect you to get much of a break, just enough to get a little water and a breather, and she'll come back in now. She'll come in, and Paige LaBelle will head to the bench. So one senior for another. Well done keeping that in by Sewell. She might go by 2 defenders. Nope, not quite. Marybeth Sloat knocks it out into touch. You can say you're going to get by Sloat, but it's easier said than done.
Knocks it out and knocks her down.
Briand is there. Concedes the throw. Not what she wanted. But does give her Bobcats a chance to regroup. Sewell in a foot race. Sloat is there. Sewell knocks that toward the goal line. She was the last to touch it, and she was, so it's a goal kick for Richmond.
A lot of pressure up there with those freshmen. Fun to watch.
And starting this game 15 minutes later has had an effect. The shadows down over the vast majority of the field. It's kind of now you know if you win the toss, you want to defend the end as we look at it to our left. You'll be dealing with the sun all first half and not much of the second. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem for Liz Johnson down there. By the time she gets down there with a minute 45 left in the half plus the break, she won't have to deal with the sun for very long.
No, but she and all of them will have to deal with this chill right now.
It's chilly.
And even more
Feels
so,
good.
even more so for keepers.
Oh, yeah.
Because, they're not out on the field like, they're out on the field, but not like the rest of the field players where they're running around. Stiffen up a little bit in there. You don't see much action.
Wednesday, Sam Schaefer in the contest at Oak Hill spent a lot of time standing in the rain, he said. They didn't put a ton of pressure on the Halldale goal in that game. They're kind of standing out there in the rain, and then when it got colder and windy, you just can't really warm up.
Making me cold just thinking about it.
We got to spend that day inside. That was nice. I'd rather be out here where I am right now, though, on the deck overlooking the field here at Halldale. Now a chance for the Bulldogs. Schaub.
Oh, nice step by Sewell.
Yeah, decent delivery, and Sewell deflects that out of play under pressure from Mary Beth Sloat.
I feel like it's getting close to winter. We've got a snowman standing down there in that corner.
Iris Ireland looks like she's in South Park. You can see her eyes, and that's it. She's up here on the porch as well. I don't know if she'll talk like Kenny, though. Her mouth is covered.
I don't know if she knows who Kenny is.
I don't know. We do. That's works for us. Sure, a lot of the viewers know as well. 10 seconds remaining in the half. One chance, perhaps. Richmond's going to have to hurry. Vaselli. And that'll be that as Sammy Thornton kicks it out on the side. Chartier plays it, and you hear the siren. 1 half in the books here at Halldale. But a goal for the Bulldogs in the first 40. Rita Benoit, a beautiful one at 24 minutes, and Halldale's up 1-0 at the break.
And you can watch this replay if you've missed it earlier. You've got the cross in by Lily Platt, looking for Rita Benoit. Rita Benoit takes 1-2 steps, and look at the bend on this ball. Puts it right around the outstretched arms of Johnson. Beautiful goal by Rita Benoit at the 24-minute.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
JMH Associates is a boutique financial and management consulting firm that can provide customized solutions for your business or personal affairs. We can provide management expertise to your small business, personal financial guidance, and organizational structure for your personal and business needs. This will allow for better communication and execution with your other financial partners. We help establish businesses, we'll help you start a new business, and we can provide IT support for your business needs. We are JMH Associates. We're proud to be associated with MunsingMediaSports.com. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munsing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munsing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
We value everybody's input, especially the new guy. So if you're having a problem on the line, it's always, you get stuck with this mentality of, hey, I've seen this before. Maybe your experience is your worst enemy. So you turn to the new guy and you say, hey, buddy, what do you see? Because I see this. And you get their perspective, and they like that. They feel like, wow, I'm a new guy, and now you're asking me my opinion. And sometimes it actually helps us resolve issues or problems on the line, and with our culture, it's very cool.
Procter & Gamble is a good place to apply to try to work at. The pay is good, benefits are good, and they're willing to invest a lot in you to help you succeed at what you do.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience, I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up. And then I'm also getting like breadth of experience in terms of like the different roles and stuff like that. So I'm getting the exposure that I need. So that's why I like it. I mean, the pay is great, of course, but it's more than just pay to me. It's being able to find something that I'm passionate about and that I am good at and that I can just jump in and feel like I'm making a valuable contribution to the business. So
I love my job. I am never bored here. I get tired, I wake up in the mornings, but I've never woke up in the morning and said, I just don't want to go to work. I just don't feel like being there. So I love my job, and I love the fact that it's something different every day I come in. I don't know what to expect when I come to work.
We're definitely up there in both wage and benefits. But for me, it is the people. Yep, we have a great group here.
The benefits are great. We have a new gym that's been expanding, so that in itself is a huge benefit. With the gym, there's the personal trainers and all kinds of different equipment and classes.
If everybody embraces that they're a shareholder, they're owner of the company, your opinion really matters. And that's another thing I think P&G is really good at.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division. In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Leavitt Hornets have established themselves as one of the leading football programs in the state of Maine.
Close enough. He's got his man wide open down the seam. Going to be 6. Touchdown Hornets. Just what the doctor ordered.
And the Hornets know when it comes to fundraising that Maine Athletic Fundraising is just what the doctor ordered.
So here we are today at Leavitt Area High School, and I've been working with Coach Hathaway. This will be my 9th year kicking off his team. They're a great program in the state of Maine, and I enjoy kicking them off every year. They've got motivated kids, and they do a real good job with the fundraiser every year. I think you guys are ready to roll. What do you think? Yeah. Good luck, guys. Thank you. You got it. You're all set.
So we've been working with Maine Athletic Fundraising for the last 10 years with Mark Smith. Mark's been very helpful to our program. The nice thing is we're in the preseason, double sessions, a lot going on, but they come in and take care of everything. You give the players a good talk, pump them up for the need and some ideas to sell the cards, and then they get the kids out and go. So it's been very helpful to our program. We've been able to raise thousands of dollars every year, and it helps us out a lot.
They have a 1-0 lead here at the half, the Halldale Bulldogs. As we are back here in Farmingdale alongside Mark Tinkham. I'm Rob Kennedy. A 1-goal Rita Benoit's. That's been it in the first half. The Halldale Bulldogs had the better of the territorial play and the possession in that first half as well. And really, I think if you look at what you'd come into this game wanting to do, if you're Guy Cousins, you can check a lot of the boxes, I think, on his checklist.
Looking at this game, especially compared to the previous games, there's been so much potential, and this game, it's not simply the potential, it's the execution of. They are pushing up, they're getting shots on goal, and these shots are coming from all over the field, so that you have people crashing, you have all of these pieces finally being put together, and thoroughly, if you're a Bulldog fan, a fun game to watch. If you're Richmond, you're thinking, some of those what-ifs. If we weren't offside on a couple of those, they would have had some opportunities on goal against Bethany Ives. That being said, they have had a couple of opportunities. Bethany made some point-blank saves. So, this game is certainly far from over, and both teams have the weapons to put some more goals on the scoreboard.
Now, you never count the Richmond Bobcats out. We talked about their pedigree in the pregame before we started this game this afternoon. 11 Class D state titles, one back in 2017, 6 more regional championships, and 4 regional titles in Class B and C, all going back over the last 3 decades or so. So it's a team that knows how to win, and a coach who's been there before will make some adjustments here at halftime if he needs to try to turn this game around. So a 1-goal lead isn't safe under any circumstances, but certainly not when you're playing the Richmond Bobcats. The Halldale team absolutely knows that.
And certainly if we were looking at a playoff year, and if Richmond was playing in the MVC and then dropping down to Class D to play in playoffs, it would give them a huge advantage, and I have no doubt they would end up in a championship game this year.
They always seem to. Really safe bet if you're handicapping the season as far as who's going to make deep runs in the Class D. Well, I was going to say West, but South playoffs now. It would be the Richmond Bobcats, time after time.
A team that would sometime give them fits. North Yarmouth Academy, right. Private school. I think Waynfleet might have been D for a year or two, and oftentimes it's some of those privates which knock out of Richmond.
And they played private school quite a bit to the Richmond Bobcats and Bangor Christian. I think more on the boys' side, though, they've had that battle. I forget who the Bobcats have tangled with when it comes to the girls' games. I looked up and studied that beforehand, but there were so many games that kind of started to blend in together. Good problem to have if you're a Richmond fan, though. You're going to all those state championships and winning a bunch.
I think Ashland's been in them a couple times. Ashland usually produces a pretty strong team from the county. Ashland located just off, or actually on Route 11, for those that have an idea of what that road is like.
On the way up the chimney.
It's a good place to visit moose.
Halfway to Fort Kent, I think, is about where that is. And the Bobcats, the trophy case, too, in that school is quite impressive with soccer balls on the boys' and girls' side. They've got a bunch, and they're out there in white right now trying to get the equalizer, although the Bulldogs with the ball here. Dorothy Ives played that ahead, actually may have done so, although inadvertently, and runs out of play. Ives the last to touch it. It's a goal kick.
Bulldogs again on the attack. They started the attack a couple minutes into the first half, and now they're on the attack again in the second half.
Tell you one thing I'm not going to do, and that's make fun of Iris Ireland for dressing up. It's starting to get even colder.
Well, we can make fun of her, but at least we understand the rationale.
Good point. Throw in for the Bobcats on that far side. No, the Bulldogs still take possession. Breon knocked that down. Halldale with it again. Richet ahead, a floater. Lee with some time to play. Gave it away, though. She's going to hustle to get back in the play with Abby Harrington. Harrington, good work to produce an opportunity here and win possession back.
So one has to wonder, with the deliberate practice of that ball, did Troy Kendrick say, hey, with that flat back three that Halldale is running, do we lob the ball into the corners, allowing our faster players to run onto it?
Let's see that strategy employed here in the second half. They're up in the front third now. Bergeron got that in play. Lee is there. Benoit, who's got the goal, is now there defensively with Breon.
Goal kick.
Yeah, won the goal kick, too.
Yep. Now, when you look at the Bobcats, they were trying some of those through balls on the ground, and the Halldale defense, especially Kayla Lee, able to run them down. So, need to wonder if they're going to start to look to go over the top.
Yeah, pressing a little more here in the second half, you'd expect. And now back on the ball again, Abby Harrington. Shea. On that far side, Leah Westcott. Full pursuit of the ball.
Send it deep in the corner. This is a dangerous ball.
Bounced in on Ives, who came off the line. She knew Laura Brown was there. Say hi to Tom McKee, who's watching this game. Who he's rooting for. Former Halldale High School coach, now principal over in Richmond in the elementary school.
I'm curious, too, who he's rooting for.
Got split allegiances.
Kids are at Halldale. Goes to Richmond. Not that we would ever put him on the spot.
No, all the years blended together. I forget how long he's been there, but it would stand to reason that some of the players out there right now, the young players on the Richmond Bobcats team, would be ones that he likely saw come through his school.
It would be close. It might be the freshman. I think
was
this
the freshman, perhaps.
Might be year 5 for him.
So, yeah, it would be freshmen, sophomores. Benoits couldn't get by. Breon made a good play. Benoit again, this time battling Abby Harrington. Ives out in the left wing. She's left-footed, so preference is to play out there. You'll see her on the right side sometimes too, but not now. Millay up into the play. Bulldogs can't feed it into the area. Bernard Ives again, it's out of play. Leah Westcott defending over there for Richmond. Harrington with a nice turn. LaBelle. There's some room over there. Shea's got it.
This is a third attack down that side.
Shea showed too much of the ball to Lee, though, and that's usually a recipe for a giveaway. Lee taking on two Bobcats and dumps it down. Breon sends it right back where it came, though. Millay switches fields. Watch out, though, as Bree Vintner was lurking for the Bobcats. Lynch. Stolen. Bulldogs take it back. That's Sarah Benner. Thornton. Medor. Platt making the run down the wing. They'll feed her. Trying to shake the defense of Zulamis. Lorelei Zulamis, the sophomore. Very reliable on that back four. Shot from about 25 yards. That was deflected. Lynch tried her luck. Sammy Thornton again up to the 18. Now Platt in the area again. Fed toward the goal. An opportunity here.
Oh, on
it's
the line.
Off the bar. Off the upright, I should say. Touched forward. Now Bulldogs coming close.
That was very, very dangerous. Great play coming in and great heads-up play. And I'm trying to see who
It's KK Wills who had the touch on the ball. She was the one with a shot, but I don't know who cleared it out of there for the Bobcats.
Left side, tall. Running back, 13.
Brian, yeah. She's been all over the ball defensively, so not surprised. We saw on the replay that she came over and diffused the situation. Now a chance maybe for Richmond. Well, Thornton plays it out. And to watch out with Laura Brown, though. Brown, you see, coming under the ball now. With Medor. Brown took it. Here she comes. Chance for the Bobcats.
Needed to go far post.
Just scuffed it a bit. That wasn't where she wanted to put it. Because it sliced it off the side of her foot, and the Bulldogs will catch the break.
That was that ball back there. It stopped on the goal line, and Breon was able to come in and just knock that ball out of there. Any Halldale player just sneezed on it. That ball would have gone in.
Well, it's one thing you said last time, too, the Bulldogs didn't do against Oak Hill was crash the net for those opportunities, and KK Wills there just got a toe on it to put it almost in for a second goal. She was inches away.
And as we know, it's difficult to come back when you're 2 down, especially in the second half. Two keepers that have been very stingy.
Westcott. Lee with plenty of time, no pressure. Yeah, there's Westcott. Lee went by, and Dorothy Ives quickly up the wing. Wanted Benoit, too strong for her. Now Benoit with it again. Couldn't keep it in. It's a Richmond throw. Lexi Chartier is up off the bench. Set to check in for Halldale, it looks like.
Offsides. Throw.
Looks like Carly Reith and Zoe Sewell's up too. I think they're all three are going to check in next chance the Bulldogs get, which might be right now. Nope, so Richmond throw. And they will come in too because Lila Vaselli is coming in for the Bobcats. So in Richmond making the change allows both teams to change. Bree Vintner will be the player replaced. Eight minutes and change gone here in the second half. The only goal, Rita Benoit's, back at the 24-minute mark. Lily Platt, the assist for Halldale. That's it.
Wells your face. There you go.
Wells for Richmond, played back. LaBelle. And a Halldale throw this time. Malay will do the honors. Bulldogs trying to play the long ball a bit here, and Sewell could capitalize. You can just get it away from Cara Briant. And she's certainly making life miserable for those two defenders back there. Although a good turn. That's played very well. Mary Beth Sloat again, I believe. Yeah, there she comes, number 1, right back into the middle of the field. Bobcats trying to turn it. Lee in plenty of space now, but has players advancing to force the issue. Had to get rid of that, too, with Paige LaBelle there. The Bulldogs work this outside, we'll see. Lynch is looking that way. Had the door there.
Yep.
Play it back to Thornton to get it ahead. Medor stepped on it. Vaselli quickly kicked the ball away. And Halldale back on it in the person of Naomi Lynch.
Fun watching Vaselli and Medor battle. They were teammates. Watching them battle right now. It's same size, just different color ponytails.
Similar styles of play, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Be fun to have them on the same team again.
Both can score goals. Vaselli has one this year. Got one last Thursday against Lisbon. Oh, nice move by Benoit, who has the Halldale goal. Naomi Lynch, just too much ball there, and Sloat can get over and drive it away. Actually, check that. That wasn't Sloat that time. That was 11, Zulamas. Kind of used to Mary Beth Sloat being the one to stop the Halldale attack, but not on that occasion. Lee, so reliable over there, and has a score on her, too, in Bree Shea. Didn't seem nervous about it. Played it out into touch, concedes the throw, but the Bulldogs get to regroup.
For Kayla Lee, it's business as usual. Go out there, going to get the job done.
Nicole Tribbett coming back in. We're about to see Alana Hickson, too.
Have we seen a corner kick today?
No. We'll have to ask the unofficial statistician. Iris Ireland, corner kicks today. Have we seen any? Didn't think so. I don't remember any.
Amazing. With the last game, there were just tons of them. In this game, it's a drought.
Rita Benoit had several in the late minutes as the Bulldogs were trying to get back into the contest. Richmond throw, and that'll get Hickson back in. Hickson has a goal as well. That was in the last contest on Saturday. A lone goal and a 2-1 loss in a hard-fought battle with Oak Hill. Her first ever goal for Richmond. I would think that both she and Vaselli, we can say first of many. Paige LaBelle, the senior, makes the long run over to the bench. Chartier into the middle. Bulldogs switch fields. Vaselli intercepts. She cuts back into the middle. Benno with a good play to dispossess her. Benoit had to back off a bit, but a miscommunication between two Bobcats made that nervous for a moment. Wells got it out. Now a chance here, something brewing for Richmond. Shea ahead. Will take the shot and blast it wide. The right play, switching to her right foot, but couldn't put it on goal and didn't bother Bethany Ives.
Looking at that one, if she had looked a little bit more, you had Hickson. Granted, there was a person on her, but at that point where you didn't have the shot, give and go right there, or even giving it to Hickson, who has a ton of speed to look to make that move around the Halldale defense.
Bethany Ives, a sophomore keeper. Blasts it ahead. Hickson toward Vaselli, knocked down by Lynch. Zulamas now played that ahead, and Vaselli up the side. Right to Shea. That time she tried to seek out Hickson. And Lee again arrives.
Timing off just by a moment.
Hickson and Harrington trying to work together. Thornton blasts that out of play and wins the throw for Halldale. Sammy Thornton, number 16, a junior. Quietly very good for Halldale the last couple of games defensively.
She's going to look to swing. Should.
Played back near side. Zulamas down the sideline. Brichet wants to run onto this. There's Lee. Watching intently. Chartier. Trying to play that down off the thigh. In on goal, and good play by Ives to play it off the hop. That's tougher than it looks sometimes.
Looks like she might have gotten some turf on that. That had an interesting spin going on that ball. It's like when I go golfing.
I think it's better when it's in the soccer field, isn't it?
Hurts my club less.
One of those 60 shots you take in a good walk spoiled. I'll give you more credit than that, maybe. 60 would be a good game for me. I haven't played in years, and that's the reason why.
It truly depends on how many bodies of water are on on the golf course.
Bodies of water and finding the beach. Morgan Bergeron in, the freshman. She'll replace the senior Leah Westcott for Richmond. Approaching the 15-minute mark of the second half. Radio Benoit's goal came 24 minutes into this game, back in the first.
Be all excited, I'll have a shot that might go 150 yards. Rymador comes up behind me and eclipses it. It goes like 400 yards. Like, thanks for making me feel good.
I just like driving the cart.
I am good at that.
Radio Benoit. Lynch. Has Mador if she can find her. There she is.
She's going to track that thing down. On delay, get to it.
Got our former travel team teammate Vaselli right there.
And
went of our first corner here. Not quite. Stays in.
So close.
Slow played it. Bulldogs get it right back in. Maybe a chance here. Put ahead, and Reith put that on goal. Johnson with the claim. I'm not sure Carly expected that to get through to her, but it did. Sammy Thornton steps up. Mamador. We are seeing the Bulldogs really cut off that field and shorten it. Thornton that time. Reith and Sewell playing together outside. Taken by Richmond. Morgan Bergeron. Lost possession. Halldale with it again. Sewell. Benner. Back to Zoe Sewell staying on side. In a battle with Briand. Sloat.
Zoe Sewell keeping that in.
She's every play. She has it again. Sewell, a square ball, bounced off her teammate Reith. Shot from distance, forcing a save out of Johnson. Good shot to take. Bulldogs back at it. Medor.
Back out.
Laying pass with Lynch. Lynch lost it. Shea now with it, has Hickson coming. And bounce that off Lee. They'll play the right side this time. Morgan Bergeron. Cribbett under pressure, played ahead. Hickson again.
I was going to say, you need to get that out of pressure.
Hickson still with it, taking on 4 Bulldogs, undeterred. Shea. Thornton with a block, and the Bulldogs play it away. Subs coming in for Richmond. Paige LaBelle back in. KK Wills coming back in. Lily Platt. And Izzy Bork now in for Halldale as well, number 10.
Nice little run by Hickson. Caused some commotion. Anxieties to rise.
You can see why she is feared back there, even as a freshman. She stays out there. Bulldogs turn. Lily Platt. She tried to send Wills through, just couldn't settle the ball. Still battling for it, however. Vizzelli. Trying to get by Sammy Thornton for Halldale.
No, too far. Went out of real estate.
Kept that in. Thought she did. Now it's out. Did she win the corner? She did. I thought she was running out of space there too, but she kept it in, and now the Bobcats have a corner here. Here's an opportunity. Door open a crack for Richmond to get level. As Mary Beth Sloat comes up to take it.
First corner of the game for either teams.
Had to wait almost 60 minutes for it. You're right on the hour mark.
See what they're going to do here. Looks like going to play it back.
They do. Play it short. Sloat. Here's the delivery. Right by the 18. Bulldogs get it out. Maybe can counter here if they hurry. Will's ball did get through to Platt. Platt with wheels. Has Wills going if they can play it to her. The Bobcats getting back in the play. That'll be no problem for Liz Johnson. Looked dangerous for a moment for Halldale, but Richmond regrouped.
They certainly had a lot of the pieces in place coming down. 3v2 situation. Just when making that cross, just not enough mustard on it.
The ball too close to the keeper in the end. Played back toward Platt. Doesn't get there. The Bulldogs knock it down. Vaselli again. Goes high up and over Sloat. It's trouble now, perhaps. It stays in the area. Medor. Toward goal. Now Halldale gets the corner. Richmond got one. Their first of the game. Now Halldale with a chance, and that means Rita Benoit. We'll see if she can set something up. Came close a couple of times against Oak Hill. Benoit right-footed. Will likely swing this out.
See where Benner is. She found her head a couple times in the Oak Hill game.
Right down to that end, too.
Be nice for Benner to get a header off this one. Oh, nice ball.
Here's the delivery, and all the way through.
Goes to Lynch.
Shot to Flex, high in the air. Bork with one shot, it's cleared away at the last. Here's Lee. Good work to play that out wide. Didn't quite get enough oomph on the ball, and that means Richmond can come back. Nicole Tribbett, the Bulldogs hustling back to get in position.
Tried to get it to Hickson.
Yeah, Lee was there to cut her off. Halfway through the second half, 19:34 remaining. We might get our timeout here. And we will indeed. We'll take the media timeout. Still a 1-0 scoreline. Rita Benoit's goal, the only one, 24 minutes in. Back for the conclusion here in Farmingdale, right after this on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
I don't know if it's the 4:15 start or just seeing that graphic on the screen, but I'm suddenly hungry. Capsa's Pizza, putting that thought in my head. Someone's going to want a pizza tonight. The Capsa's Pizza player of the game. They always select a Halldale High School player every single game to win a free 10-inch one-topping pizza. We'll have that at the end of the contest so far. This 1-0. Say the leader in the clubhouse would likely be Rita Benoit. She has the goal in the game, but still almost 20 minutes of play to have things change. We'll see.
And mind you, it's not just goals. Rita's had some great crosses, and especially in that previous game where player of the game was Kayla Lee, Rita had so many corner kicks and just spot on. Cumulative effect, but certainly today she's been earning her keep, and maybe she'll be able to keep a pizza.
We'll see. 1927 away. The Bulldogs would like to keep a victory here. 2-2 on the season to get themselves back above 500. And we talked about this in the pregame, too. This is a real pivotal game for Halldale as far as the story of the season is concerned. And a team that is not a rival per se, as they don't play them very often, but still an RSU teammate, a team that's right around the same place. If we had standings overall, they'd be right around the same spot. They have similar records against similar teams. So this is one that the Bulldogs, and when you look at the overall season, probably look at as not a must-win, but one that we really kind of need.
Definitely needing this one. And again, when you look at that game against Oak Hill, where dominating possession, but not fully firing on all pistons, where we weren't getting that many shots off and so many passes around the 18. Today, what's nice to see is they're on a mission. They're taking it to Richmond. They're taking it to the goal. They're getting shots. And this is what you need to do on a regular basis. It's nice to play pretty, but you can't score if you don't shoot.
Or to play for the most part has been with Halldale. But that could change quickly. Richmond's got some offensive firepower if they get the opportunity. Bulldogs cashed in their one chance back at the 24th minute mark.
Bulldogs certainly need to keep an eye out for Hickson, even though she doesn't have the dominant amount of goals for this season right now. It goes to Shea and a few others, but I think she's probably one of the most dangerous players out there.
I would agree. The way she's played so far, the reason she hasn't done more is that the Bulldogs have denied her the ball. Teams take the field again. 19 and a half remaining. Regulation time. The Bulldogs clinging to that 1-goal lead. And Halldale's got possession. Savannah Malays picked the ball up. Andrew Gordon, the referee over there. Once he gives her the all clear, we'll get back to action. I'm still getting used to the fact there's a mid-half break. That's sanitation and hydration.
And check and adjust and see what we need to close out those final 19 and a half minutes for a victory here.
Bobcats play this ahead. Lee again cuts it off. Like Tribble would have an opportunity to get close to goal, but not with Lee in patrol out there. There she is again. Tribbett this time. The aforementioned Alana Hickson. Brichet trying to plow her way through.
No one home.
Across the 18, only one home was Rita Benoit. Talked about her corner kicks and her crosses. Her defense in this game has been quite good, too. She's been playing and coming back to play responsible defense from her midfield position.
She's been doing a nice job, all over the field.
Yeah, she really has.
One has to wonder, that with some of the changes with COVID, what ones might stick. We're talking about, oh my gosh, COVID might be the death of the snow day. I wonder if, will the soccer coaches at the end of the year say, hey, we kind of like that 20-minute break as an opportunity to give that final instruction, to give that final check and adjust.
I'm wondering as well some of the regional scheduling we looked at with more seriousness, too. I'd like to see this as a game that gets played a little more.
I would love to see some of the conferences. And don't get me wrong,
look out. It's Paige LaBelle, and if that ball gets through, it could be an even game with Alana Hickson desperately calling for it. Vaselli trying to go her way. We'll get back to that thought. If the Bulldogs can play it out safely, and they do. But yeah, we'd both like to see this game again.
And as much as I like conferences, I think there's a place for conferences, but I also think there is opportunity in the...
Tribbett shot, side netting. And she had Bree Shea bearing down on goal as well. If that was the other side of the post, it forced a save out of Ives, and all bets are off.
It'd just be fun to play some of our regional rivals, too.
Absolutely.
I think it'd be fun to play Gardner out here for soccer.
We were here for that first game against Gardner, and that's another one that would, the schools are separated by about, a 10-minute bus ride. Make for a competitive game.
Heck,
most years.
You go up some of the side streets, the right side is Farmingdale, the left side is Gardner.
An opportunity now for the Bulldogs. Rita Benoits. Benoits
gets fire.
In on goal. Has a teammate in front, and Wills, who has it. Wills shot too close to the keeper. Wills had to turn and settle and shoot all in one and put it on goal. Not an easy shot the way it rolled in on her. She did well to play it on goal. And she'll probably watch again and say, why couldn't I pick a corner? That was a tough play.
Great effort by Benoit getting that cross across the goal mouth.
And there again, Lily Platt. Outside to Bork. Izzy Bork. It's forced wide by Vaselli. The Bulldogs back with it. Chartier. Chartier was stepped in front of. Abby Harrington with a good play. But Lee with it again. Gave that away to Vaselli. Didn't see her lurking. And Lee says, I'll clean up my own mistake. It is a Richmond throw with 15:49 remaining.
And that's where Vaselli needed to release that ball a little bit sooner.
Those things you learn, the more you play. Back toward Vaselli, also there, Laura Brown. And Lee once again comes over to make a fine defensive play.
Force her inside. Where is somebody?
Thornton. I think she won the throw.
She did.
She did. Yep. I said think, because sometimes with the referees eclipsed by the players, they don't always signal in that direction. We actually had a better look at that than the referee did, but he did see a Falldale throw.
That's why I'm right 99% of the time.
Well, the coaches always see it better than the officials. No doubt about that, right?
Whether I'm up high or not.
Lee again just reached out and stabbed that away. That pass was bound for Laura Brown.
Here comes a chip.
Laying back to Shea again. Now they'll go outside.
Uh-oh.
Opportunity here for the Bobcats. A shot, and they score. Leah Westcott's tied this up. They tried the right side that time, and Westcott scores to level it at 1. Second goal of the season for the senior, and we're tied. Comes in the 36th minute, or 26th minute, excuse me, of this second half.
Here's the replay for those that didn't see it. With the shot, just under the diving Ives.
Did she sneak that in? I didn't see the replay, right? Post side that time?
Post side, yep.
Snuck between the keeper and the post. So, game on with 14:43 to go. It's going to set up a great finish.
I would have lost money there because I would have bet far post. Bulldogs back on the attack.
Here they come again, trying to get the noses back in front.
Medora looking up. Where's the support?
No, she's got Vaselli there. And again, not this time will they be teammates.
They know each other too well. Between basketball and soccer. Sharing clothes.
Goal kick this time. 14-13 remaining. A good battle here in Farmingdale, as we expected it was going to be. Goal in each half. The Bulldogs had one in the first half. Right at the same time of the second half, the Bobcats have answered.
This would be a fun one to go in overtime.
It would be. Don't think either coach wants that.
And as a coach, neither would I. But up here, it's kind of fun.
I think probably Troy Kendrick would be a little happier as his team had to claw back the goal. think both teams see an opportunity to win this in regulation.
I think Hickson is a little upset that she tried to put that through on the ground. Had she put that up and over, she'd have people running onto it.
Medor played that off Platt. Lynch into the area for Wills. Wills got that up high. May have a chance here. Wills has one already. One attempt already. And did she play that off the keeper? No, it's wide. Goal kick it is, yep.
Johnson did a nice job coming out of there and closing that angle, forcing a shot on the part of Wills. That being said, it was also, it was billiards. It was bouncing off a bunch of the Bobcats back there.
Wills looking for her second goal of the season. She had one against Lisbon.
Chip it. Look up, look up, look up. There you go.
Harrington playing that into space, and the race is on. Dorothy Ives over there. Leah Westcott, who's the goal for Richmond. That's off her knee, and a throw in for Halldale. It'll get dark if it goes to overtime. Not too dark to play.
And for those that are worried about it getting dark at Halldale, if you come across a little money, we are certainly looking at the idea of having lights here.
Put that on a tee for you, didn't I?
Granted, on a golf course, I probably would have missed it.
Throw in for Richmond on that far side. Westcott wants it in quickly. Harrington. It's a Halldale throw this time.
Sincerely, though, the athletic director, Chris Ranslow, and I were talking this morning about possibly putting together an adventure for lights. So, as much as I'm toting it here, there is truth behind it, and we are looking for it. So,
we've seen the pre-COVID days, and of course, once we're eventually through all this, just how the community turns out for night games here, whether it's boys soccer, girls soccer, field hockey. It's a community event. So I kind of hope that's something that we do see at some point. One time a year, the temporary lights will put up on what's been homecoming. Bethany Ives out to claim for Halldale. The right idea that time by Laura Brown, but too close to the keeper.
Part of my DNA is playing under the lights at Cape and Greeley and Wyndham, and would love to see lights here because not everybody can get out for a 3:30 game. Granted, if we are doing this, they can.
Watch many places we're doing this, but again, that live aspect of the contest, we want to come see it.
It breathes a new and different life. There's so much excitement under the lights. So, you know,
tell us that at Mount Abram, for example, Darren Allen has some of his games played up there, and that's a big deal for players to come play, and they like having those night games. Wiscasset, another team that we've gone down to play night games with before.
Make scheduling easier, busing for some teams easier.
I think that's tough as playing a long road trip on a Tuesday or Thursday night under the lights, and makes for a late night coming back, especially if you have a school assignment due the next day.
That's all right. We'll schedule one of those tough teams like Mount Abram. Force them.
And make them come down.
Exactly.
Now they're looking forward to coming down here on the 22nd for boys soccer. That'll be a 4 o'clock start.
You said they had a tremendous game last night, didn't you?
They just had a draw with a Class A powerhouse, Edward Little, 2-2. Had an Auburn yesterday. That'll be interesting to see them come to town.
This is dangerous setting up right here.
It is Medor into the area. Squared through, Will's shot. And just arriving a step too late, Lily Platt. Johnson took it. Now we have a Richmond player down, Bree Shea. Looks like she's cramped up. And she's back down on the offensive side of the field. That's why we didn't notice. Trainer will come out and take a look at that.
So we got a stoppage of play with 9:44 left in regulation. Game tied up, 1-1.
Chris Wheeler says she got kicked in the shin or the ankle. A lower leg injury. Why don't we take a timeout as well while they attend to her? 9:44 remaining on the clock. A fantastic finish coming up in Farmingdale, and you're watching on Munzing Media.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
The
Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Chris Wheeler says that the injured Richmond player, Bruce Shea, was taken up with the Halldale player. They both kicked at a ball that went by at the same time simultaneously, and the contact is what injured the Richmond senior.
Nice to see her coming off on her own power.
Let's see how long she stays off, and she'll be itching to get right back in with 9:44 to go in a 1-1 game.
I'm guessing she's going to take a water break, maybe come back.
We'll see.
Yeah, she's limping a little bit.
If they put back in the contest, Alana Hickson. If Hickson gets this in the open field, look out. She has it now. It looked like a handball go.
I think they
thought they were going to play advantage for a moment, but there was definitely an advantage given to Halldale as that bounced to a Bulldog player. Vaselli. Got some space up the wing.
Hickson going to take it by herself.
And there is Hickson. Look at the wheels. Hickson leaving Sammy Thornton in her wake.
Oh, nice ball.
An even better play to get it out of there by Sarah Benner. Vaselli waits for the ball to go out. She'll take the throw. Played up toward Vaselli again. Thornton kicks it out into touch. It's nail-biting time here in Farmingdale, isn't it?
Bobcats putting some pressure on right now.
Goals, as you would expect, energized both teams in the moments afterwards. The Bulldogs came close to adding a second back in the first half, and now Richmond, the aggressor, although that bounces off Zalamis and goes out of play. Medor. And Zalamis puts that right back out. Thornton. Naomi Lynch. Vaselli knees that away. Here's Lee. A battle with Hickson. Hickson wouldn't let her rest. Breon up that right wing side. Nicole Tribbett there with the Bulldogs take. Ives. Wills. Good quick foot. It was Breon who knocked that away. The Bulldogs Lynch trying again.
Bobcats just looking to send the ball out of danger.
Lynch has some room over here on the right side. That's where she goes. Benner. Played toward Platt. That may stay in. Nope, not quite, despite the best efforts of Lila Vaselli. And she did make a great effort. Really hustled over to try to keep that in, but just ran out of space.
I love the two of them battling each other.
You know, it's happened a lot here in the second half, hasn't it? Harrington knocks it down. Harrington trying to take that away from Naomi Lynch. Dorothy Ives. Ives and Westcott over there. Westcott got her second goal to level this game here in the second half. Second goal of the season for her.
Race is on again.
Zia wins this one. And no call. They thought potentially you'd get Samantha Thornton there with some contact on Paige LaBelle, but the whistle didn't come. Troy Kendrick not happy with that. I don't blame him. Now Halldale keeps it in on that near side for now. And yeah, it does stay in. Excellent work by Lily Platt. Platt now. Ball handling the edge of the area. Oof. The corner conceded. An opportunity again for the Bulldogs.
A lot of hard work there by Lily Platt. Keeping the ball in, making that move down, getting across.
And Benoit, once again, charged with a corner. Benoit sets up right-footed once again for the corner. 6 minutes remaining in regulation time. All level at 1. It bounces off. We'll do it again. That was close to the keeper. Almost got a break there, but
it's close to a handball, too.
And Breon knocked that out of play, and not the delivery Benoit wanted. I think she'll welcome a chance to do it again. Bulldogs all gathered by the 18 will advance into the area once the ball is kicked. Here they come. That goes all the way through. A chance for Benner to shoot. It bounced up on her, and the Bobcats get it away. Harrington, quick counter now coming for Richmond. Thornton's there to stop that. Thornton trying to foil Vaselli. Vaselli got it ahead. Now turn for Hickson. Look out. Hickson with wheels. Now with some space. Into the area. Hickson shoots. Directly at the keeper, though.
Dangerous, dangerous.
Tremendous work by the freshman Alana Hickson. Kind of deserved a goal at the end of that.
Sarah Benner busted, getting back there to try to prevent that goal, challenging Hickson to release that ball early.
Platt toward Benoit. That's a throw in for Richmond. 4:35 to go. Well, we have a goal in regulation time. We head to overtime. A little extra soccer in a game like this is something the fans wouldn't turn down, I don't think. Stays a Richmond throw.
Just means an extra plate of nachos at home.
That sounds good. Lorelei Zulamis, the sophomore, all set to get it back underway. She does. Another Richmond throw. Vaselli wants to get this in quickly. Did, but Sammy Thornton was ready. Bounces off Hickson on the way by. Now the Bulldogs, Lynch. Lily Platt. Wills, some empty space. Medor and Vaselli.
Again.
Renewing acquaintances once again.
She's going to take her on. Look at her. Tracking her like a cat. Big cat.
Vaselli by herself back there for now. There's Benoit into the area. And right back out.
Coming back in.
That's what Thornton wanted to do. Thornton stabs it out of the air. Now a chance, some open field for Paige LaBelle. And there's Lee right back there to throw herself on the grenade. Just when you think you have some daylight, Kayla Lee gets right back in the play.
And that's why you're fortunate you've got, you got LaBelle out there as opposed to Hickson, because Hickson's just got so much speed. And that's not to discredit LaBelle of any sort. It's just the speed factor.
LaBelle will have another chance here. She's onside. No, she's not.
Had she not played it, she would have been fine, but she was the original player that was offsides on that. Just about 2.5 minutes left here in regulation. Score tied up 1-1. For those that don't know, it would go to overtime. It is sudden death, 2 5-minute periods.
And that's what we have in store if no one can fill the net in the next 2:15. Vaselli. LaBelle surrounded by Bulldogs. Vaselli again, stolen away. Lynch upfield. The right to Slow, who sends it back where it came. Benoit exploring some options. That was a good one. Medor catching up to this. He's got Salamis right there. Medor stays in. Oh, chested down, but no shot yet. Maybe one now. And it floats just wide. That was Rita Benoit again, who's got the Halldale goal.
Tremendous pressure with about 1.5 minutes left.
Zoe Sewell in. She'll take Medor's spot for the next 128s. Maybe in overtime, too. We'll see if we get that to that point. Platt almost had a gift. Lee. Now turned by the Bobcats, Abby Harrington. Harrington again. Knocked down, second attempt, Thornton. Good thing she did for Halldale, as they had Paige LaBelle coming in on that far side and would have had the chance. Halldale free kick, 50 seconds to go. Benoit knocks it high while falling. Benner.
And Hickson.
Hickson got by. They might play it back her way. Look out. Just towed out of there by Thornton. Boy, is she quick. Vaselli put in toward the goal. Here's Ives, and she'll calmly pick it up. And Paige LaBelle right there on the doorstep. 21 seconds to go. Now Halldale. They have a chance for one more, perhaps. They might. Lily Platts, dangerous. 10 seconds. Platts. She just played it ahead too far for herself to get that chance. She forced herself wide and lost the angle, and we will have overtime. So a couple of chances for both teams at the death, but the siren sounds. We'll have some extra soccer when we come back to Farmingdale. 1-1 the score here on Munzing Media.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
It is sudden death. Why is he saying, why don't we play sudden death?
No, playing sudden death, I do believe. That's how it would play as we're back here. Rob Kennedy and Mark Tink, and we're kind of eavesdropping on the conversation between the coaches and officials. Well, we're expecting 2 5s.
Coach is having a little fun here. Always good to see.
So 5-minute golden goal is what's been confirmed, and we'll play for a winner here. Neither team with a tie on the season. Bulldogs at a .500 record, 2-2. Richmond 2-1 on the year. Neither team with a tie. And they don't want to have that happen tonight. Both teams want to come out of here with a victory on a Friday night in Farmingdale. Halldale opened the scoring 24 minutes in. Rita Benoit from Lily Platt. 26 minutes into the second half, Leah Weska tied it up for Richmond.
Both teams right there at the end of regulation had great opportunities to put it away. Right at in the waning moment, you had Lily Platt for Halldale, and on the other side, you had Hickson, who has been a constant pest for Halldale.
Right off the bench, and she's added some energy. She was up front with the Paige LaBelle, and they came close to winning this at the end for Richmond, too. And we'll see what we get here in overtime. 5-minute break is what they have.
Well, the good news is in the overtime, we don't have wind, we don't have sun.
Yeah, wind wasn't the factor we were expecting was going to be, too. That kind of died down in the second half. It was a bit of a factor in the first half, but nothing since. Good thing this game wasn't played yesterday.
Oh, gosh.
We had heavy breezes up here on top of the hill. In fact, knocked one of our tents down out behind where we're standing right now in the softball field, one of our outdoor classrooms. Second time that's happened in heavy winds. We've had some good gusts up on top of the hill here over the course of late September to early October.
But imagine how much fun that would have been announcing yesterday with that wind. Oh, they're about. Oh, no, it doesn't hit. There's it.
Yeah, we'll see where the ball goes. I would have been waiting to see where the ball went before I called anything. You would have heard the constant breeze and then the headphone microphones, too. We've had some games like that up here. Wind-aided goals here and other places, too. I guess every time I think wind-aided goals, I think Quinn Stebbins. Yes, he launched one up into the wind at Monmouth that sat up there for about 50 yards, and the only goal of the game bounced behind the keeper would come off the line because, who's going to shoot from 50 yards away? And Stebbins didn't usually have that range, but he did with the wind aid, and only goal of the game, a game winner. We'll talk about that one a lot here. That was a big one against an arch rival. I think these two teams could become rivals in no time if they played more. And they're very evenly matched here. Richmond with the gold balls and the pedigree, but Halldale trying to build up to that point. And both teams with some promise and talent, some present and future here. Bulldogs coming out first. Here come the Bobcats. Halldale in black, as they always are at home, Richmond. The white shirts with the maroon numbers. Kind of look a bit like the Greeley Rangers. You're wearing your Greeley Rangers sweatshirt tonight.
I do have a little Greeley swag on. Keeps me warm.
Bulldogs huddled over in front of their goalkeeper. We're looking right at the center circle, and it is getting awfully dark, awful fast, really. It is the Bobcats. We'll start in possession. 5 minutes on the clock. If no one scores in the first 5, we'll switch ends and do it again. No one scores after that, I think we're done. Probably have the option to play kicks, but I don't think they will.
I don't think so either. Nice to see number 10, Brichet, come back into the game. She was injured, if you recall, with about 12 minutes left in the half.
She's back in now. Leading goal scorer on this Richmond team. Outside toward Medor. Service from Benoit. Medor. That goes to the 18. Bounces around. Benoit wanted it. Too many Bobcats there. Medor's shot deflects. The Bobcats try to turn, can't do so. Millay to Wills. Nice touch across the 18, but better defending. That was Sloat once again. Now the Bobcats on the counter. LaBelle got that through. Millay deflects that into the area. Ives can't pick this up. She'll just boot it back downfield.
That was a little obvious.
Vaselli touched that, trying to leap up, and got that off the hand. So a free kick for Halldale. Thornton back by Vaselli. Vaselli, the freshman, lets that run a bit. From one freshman to another, Sophia Wells was there.
I don't think the players realize how quickly 5 minute in overtime goes.
That almost bounced through. If it had gone through, that was a chance for Benoit. Instead, the opportunity for Ives now. That rolls in toward the goal. Goal! Oh, it's off the bar. Lily Platt inches from winning it. The second attempt kept out by Johnson.
How did that not go in?
Halldale has had such miserable luck with posts and crossbars here at home. And Lily Platt, the leading scorer, had the keeper beaten, but not the iron.
How did that not go in?
No idea. Foul called against Naomi Lynch. It's a free kick for Richmond.
Oh, here's the replay on it. Oh, I just missed the replay.
We'll take another look when we have an opportunity.
There's a nice follow-up save by Johnson because there were 2 shots there.
The first one off the bar, the second one the keeper got. LaBelle. Right in the middle with Savannah Millay for Halldale. LaBelle's gone down to the turf. Almost had some help from Hickson. Fed ahead once again. LaBelle's onside too, as there was a defender there. It was Sarah Benner who's right back into it now. At first glance, it would have looked like maybe she's behind the play, but she wasn't when the ball was kicked.
No, she was right on.
Whoop, this is through. Maybe a chance for Halldale to counter here. Can they play this ahead to Wills? That's what they'll try to do. KK Wills in a foot race. Brian played that very well. And shielded Wills off.
Brian deceptively fast back
She's
there.
quick. Wills might win that race, but Brian's equal to it. And the Bulldogs offside this time as Wills couldn't get back on. 1:47 to go. Glad I brought my binoculars. It's a little harder to see the players on the far side of the field now in the fading lights. That's Mary Beth Sloat, the senior. Got a very good game defensively. Millay. Platt. Just missed ending the contest moments ago. Leah Westcott, who has the Richmond goal, sends that upfield. Millay. Benoit down that far side. Now at the 18, opportunity for Benner. Nope, it's deflected. Headed down, stabbed ahead, and just high and wide. That was KK Wills. Had to wait to see where that landed. Zoe Sewell in with a minute to go. We'll take Wills out. Halldale coming very close here in the extra time. But we stay level at 1. Harrington now for Richmond. Couldn't get by Thornton. Rita Benoit. Benoit has some room on the right wing if she can get by the Richmond defender and couldn't. A foul called on Benoit, and it's a free kick for Richmond. Got to hurry though with 22 seconds to go. Maybe one more opportunity as Sloat looks to get this back underway. She does. Benoit knocks that ahead. Sloat off the head. Wells.
Sewell coming in.
Yeah, there's Sewell to take it from Wells.
Pickpocket out of nowhere.
Just 7 seconds to work, though. The Bulldogs won't get an opportunity out of this, as we'll hear the siren. So we'll take another break and be back for the second half here in overtime. Actually, we'll stay here. Actually, we'll take a look at that replay. Rob Munzing says, yeah, I would like to see that again. And see how the Bulldogs, how close they came to ending this. Here's the replay. And Lily Platt, clang. Ugh. And it's off the underside of the bar, too, Mark Tingham. She didn't hit that flush. That was off the underside. An inch down, and that would be it.
Fun soccer to watch, but gosh, as a coach, when that happens, it just breaks your heart.
No, we have the Richmond players right in front of us, too, and they saw a couple opportunities and just were their hearts in their throat there, thinking the game was potentially over.
I think we're ending this in the tie.
I think we're going to call this good with just one overtime as we see the players lining up. And they're going to not shake hands, of course, just kind of do the wave and call it good, no 1-1 tie. So there's the replay of the almost game winner by Lily Platt. That bounced out, and we finish this one 1-1. Time now for the Caps' Pizza Player of the Game. A couple of candidates to choose from, but we mentioned this really halfway through the second half that our likely candidate who has the goal of the contest today, and that was Rita Benoit. No disagreement, I don't think, Mr. Tinkham?
Nah, what I love about Rita is she's consistent when you watch her game to game. She's a worker. She goes out there, you anticipate, you know what you're going to get. The corner kicks are always right there. And today, yeah, she had that great goal, which was a bender, went out around the keeper. No argument for me.
She wins a free 10-inch one-topping pizza from Caps' Pizza. Thank them for sponsoring Halldale High School sports as well as Gardner High School, all the games here in the fall season on Munzing Media. So 1-1 the score. Rita Benoit scoring the goal for Halldale 24 minutes in. Answered out by Leah Westgood for Richmond, the 26-minute mark of the second half. 1-1. The Bulldogs now 2-1-1 on the season as they will 2-1 on the season, as they will look to get back to their winning ways in a tall order on Monday as they'll take on Monmouth Winthrop here at home. Game time 4 o'clock for that. We'll have it for you on Munzing Media. Richmond now 2-1-1 on the season as they will head back to Richmond with sharing the spoils with the Bulldogs here tonight. Well, that'll do it for us. For our producer, Rob Munzing, cameraman Chris Wheeler, and my broadcast partner, Mark Tinkham, my name is Rob Kennedy saying so long from Farmingdale. A 1-1 scoreline between the Bulldogs and the Bobcats on Munzing Media.